All right, today we're going to do something a little different. We are diving deep into a user manual. I know, but trust me, this isn't for your new coffee maker. This is for a piece of industrial tech that honestly, quietly protects the very backbone of our modern world. So let's see what it's all about.
Think about this for a second. You plug something in, you just assume the power flowing into it is this clean, steady stream, right? But what if it's not? What if your electricity is, well, what if it's polluted?
Because this electrical pollution is a very real, very serious problem. It's this invisible force that can wreak havoc on sensitive equipment, waste a ton of energy, and in the worst cases, bring entire operations to a screeching halt. I mean, imagine a hospital's critical systems or a data center's servers failing. Not from a blackout, but just from dirty power. So who are the main troublemakers here? Well, you've got these three. Harmonic distortion, that's basically electrical noise that can fry circuits. Then there is reactive power, which is just wasted energy that clogs up the whole system. And three-phase unbalance? That's kind of like trying to drive a car with lopsided tires. It's just shaky, unstable, and super inefficient. But for every problem, there's gotta be a solution, right? Well, meet the hero of our story, the Active Harmonic Filter. This thing is like the guardian at the gate, designed specifically to fight back against all that electrical pollution. So what exactly is an active harmonic filter, or AHF for short? It is way more than just a fancy surge protector. Think of it like this. It's an intelligent, super fast device that actually listens for electrical pollution, and then in real time, it creates the exact opposite sound wave, or current, to cancel it out. It literally scrubs your power clean. Okay, so now let's pop the hood and see what this thing can really do. Because honestly, the specs on this device are, well, they're pretty incredible. And this really shows you how versatile it is. This is no one-trick pony. It tackles that whole list of culprits we just talked about. It filters out a massive range of that harmonic noise, it balances out the load, it optimizes power use, and this is key, it's smart enough to never overdo it, which could cause a whole new mess of problems. Let's talk performance. First off, speed. A full response time of less than 5 milliseconds. That is so fast it can spot a problem and fix it pretty much the instant it happens. And what about efficiency? I mean, a protector shouldn't be an energy hog itself, right? Well, with an efficiency rating of over 97%, this thing solves major problems without creating its own energy drain. And here it is. This is the goal, the end result. It can take a really messy, distorted electrical signal and clean it up so that the total harmonic distortion is 5% or less. For sensitive electronics, that is a huge, huge improvement.
Okay, quick pro tip for you. This string of letters and numbers, it might look like total nonsense, but it's actually a code. It tells you everything you need to know about the unit, what it is, its capacity, its voltage rating, and even how it's installed. See that R there? That means it's for a rack mount. Pretty cool.
All right, let's move on from the technical specs and talk about how these devices are actually used out in the wild. You know, how they're installed, scaled up, and most importantly, handled safely. And the design is all about being flexible. You can see here, it's built to either be slotted neatly into a server rack, perfect for a data center, or mounted right on the wall, which is often what you need in a tougher industrial setting. It just adapts to the job. And it's not just about a single box. The whole system is completely modular. So if you need more power cleaning muscle, you don't have to start over. You just add more. You can connect up to 12 of these units in parallel. That kind of scalability is absolutely essential for big operations. Okay, we have to talk about something incredibly important now: safety. This is not some gadget you buy at the electronics store. We are talking about industrial-grade hardware with voltages running through it that are absolutely lethal. So the manual lays out 3 golden rules, and they are completely non-negotiable. First, only qualified, trained professionals can even touch these things. Second, making sure it's properly grounded isn't a suggestion, it's a must. And third, and this is crucial, even after you turn it off, there are big capacitors inside that hold a dangerous charge, so you always wait at least 5 minutes before even thinking about opening it. So let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture. What's the real role of a device like this in our world today? I mean, this before and after chart really says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got an unprotected system, it's inefficient, it's unstable, it's full of electrical noise. Then, on the right, you install the active harmonic filter and boom,
Your power factor is nearly perfect, your system is stable and balanced, and your power is clean and quiet. It's night and day.
You know, the company's mission statement from the manual really gets to the point: enhancing power quality worldwide. That's the whole idea, to provide that foundation of stable, clean electricity that pretty much everything else in our modern lives gets built on.
And that really leaves us with one final thought. From the microchips in our phones and data centers to the automated robots in our factories, our world is just becoming more and more reliant on really